Welcome to Naviwork, your guide to settling into a new organization. Fresh out of school or transitioning from one organization to the next. I know it can be challenging to navigate the work environment because I've been there, done that, and worn the t-shirt. I am the amazing Ameze and I'm here to help. I can't wait to see you every Monday at 7 a.m. Good morning. Welcome to Naviwork with Amazing Ameze, your guide to navigating the workplace. Today I'm going to be talking about something very important. Network versus net worth. To be honest, as a professional, you're mindful to invest time and energy in strengthening your portfolio, but do you invest that same energy in your relationships? Love it or hate it, networking is very important. I'm reading an excerpt from my book, and there's a part that says relationships are equally as important as your stock options, as that spreadsheet where you calculate everything. When we give them a sincere and authentic chance, we can skyrocket our progress. Many people overlook this aspect of career, business, and personal growth. Whether the reason is discipline or personality driven. It turns out though that forming good relationships with the right people can lead to greater ROI, that's return on investment, than we can ever accomplish doing everything on our own. So networking is very important. And I remember when I first moved from the law firm where I was working to investment banking, when I was leaving, I'm going to talk about that at some point, like how to leave your organization. When I was leaving, I tried my best to make sure I didn't burn any bridges. So I was now in an investment bank, and my boss had gone on vacation. But my MD said to me, it was your department that was responsible for this, and they had tasked me with doing something that, if you ask me, was very difficult, was to let somebody go. What did I do? Like I said, I had an amazing boss in Grandpa, and to be honest, Grandpa didn't really feel like an amazing boss at the time, but he was. And most of the things I learned from him, I tried not to forget, and sort of made me a better person. But I guess that's a topic for another day. So I called Grandpa. I said, Grandpa, he said, how are you, dear? I said, well. I said, I've been asked to let go of somebody. I've never done this before. I don't know how to do it. And Grandpa said to me, oh dear, you're not a nasty person. You're generally a nice person. So he now explained to me step by step. Danabo is an asset. Explain to me step by step how to let the person go. When I say step by step, I mean everything. I mean the oohs, the ahs, the tilting your head, the bending over, explaining that it's a difficult thing that you're being asked to do, wishing the person well, asking if the person has any questions, being available for a rep. I mean, literally told me what to do. And then I had the conversation with the person I had to let go. He told me thank you. And to be honest, that singular incident shaped my career. When my boss came back and we just concluded an appraisal, I don't know if it was that one thing alone, but I was giving them a triple lateral movement at the time. And at the end of the day, I can tie it to the fact that I had a net worth that was as powerful as my network. In fact, my network was more powerful. I still think that my network is more powerful than my net worth. But those relationships have helped me. Imagine if I didn't have Grandpa to go and say, how do I go about this? Imagine if I couldn't access my previous boss. Imagine if I didn't invest in my relationships. So your relationships at work are very important. Don't burn any bridges. Don't be unnecessarily nasty. I'm sure I'll deal with that in subsequent podcasts. But for this one, you must understand that your network, you must invest in it. In this chapter, I talk about investing in your network, calling your network, putting in the work. It's very important. The same way you have a spreadsheet for your portfolio, if you do, and your investment and all those things to make sure that you have a very powerful net worth. That's the same way you should invest in your network. Because guess what? Your network can boost your net worth. That's how it works. Relationships are very important. Some organizations don't call human resources. They call it human capital, because that's what you are. You're an asset. So people are assets. Invest in them so you can get the best out of them. I'm always grateful for that advice and that candor that grandpa provided for me, because it sort of shaped my trajectory in my organization. So please invest in your network. I hope you found this useful. Have any questions, please send me an email at amazingameze@naviwork.live. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.